For many people, renting is a convenient option. It offers flexibility and may require less responsibility for maintenance. But owning a home can offer a different set of long-term benefits. Instead of paying rent to a landlord each month, homeowners are investing in a property that can potentially increase in value over time. That means your home may become an asset as you continue to live in it. Home ownership can also provide more control over your living space, from decorating to renovations that really fit your lifestyle. And here's something that many people don't realize. There are education programs and financial assistance options available for first-time home buyers. Some of these programs even offer grant funding that may help cover part of the upfront cost. And grants typically don't have to be repaid. That's why learning about home ownership options can be an important step toward making the best decision for you and your family. To learn more, visit toolsforhomeownership.com.
This is the place where sports opinions collide, dead in sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inge. Joining me on the show, I have Shelton, Spike, Nick, and Jalen's sitting in for a little bit. What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
Yeah, man, we have a pretty jam-packed show for you guys. We're going to get into our top 5 DBs and safeties later on in the show. Take a look at, some more previewing football as we've been doing as the season continues to get nearer and nearer. So we're going to look at AFC South and NFC South teams as well. And there's been a rule change. We're going to talk about that also. But as we do, man, we like to start things off on here with our performance of the week. And I got it. I replied quick, too.
You did.
Nah, man, this is a bit of an extension from the Is the Mike Stallone podcast. And, there was a lot of pretty silly conversations taking place last week, and still continues to take place this week. We got Royce, whatever his name is, appearing on podcasts or interviews wearing a freaking wig of all things. Like it's idiotic and dumb, and they're making a mockery of themselves and dragging the WNBA into this really silly, unnecessary conversation. But it's not really about that. This is about every other thing that we were talking about. And Spike kind of dove into this sort of conversation as well. Is like everything about the WNBA lately, outside of the Dead in Sports group chat, has been about stupid shit. Caitlin Clark, accusations of white privilege, the party that they were going through, somebody dating drama. It's everything except the game from people outside of the game that enjoy the game and watch for the game. That brings attention to the WNBA, but for the wrong reasons. And this commissioner, I don't even know her name, but I don't even need to know her name, because what Kyle posted in the chat that also led to this conversation about what Bill Simmons said, they got to get her up out of there, because this sport is growing, and it continued to rise in popularity. It's proving me wrong about the WNBA, and that's a good thing. Good for them. But they got to figure out a way to fix this. They have to figure out a way to fix this. What actually caught me off guard? I was celebrating my son's 18th birthday. I was at a Chinese hot pot, and I was in there, and this guy was, or somebody was in there, had the WNBA on the television, Shelton, and I was sitting there watching because I was amazed that it was actually on the television. And the second, I was amazed that they were actually watching it. And then when I was watching, I was like, dang, y'all really watching this shit? But nevertheless, it was on. So I'm like, all right, well,
it was documented.
Yeah, but you know, it's outside of like, you know, the normal things that I see, and that is also pretty good. I think he was watching YouTube or some shit, but nevertheless, he was watching it. The shit that they're talking about in WNBA. Look, I like mess. I'm all for mess. This shit is stupid though, and it's over the top. And what Bill said is that the commissioner basically saying the same thing I'm saying. And it was part of the conversation that we had Sunday as well on Is the Mic Salon. Nobody's talking about the game outside of the people that love the game. And when you have good players that you see like Olivia Miles, Asia, and all these other ones that they're talking about, that's where the focus needs to be on. So they got to figure out a way to contain all of this drama that's happening and get it back to the sport and get this nonsense out of here. But do not fall for this trap. If they fall for this trap, it's gonna be a problem. Leave this shit alone.
I feel like
get her up out of the paint.
Yeah, I feel like with this is like it reminds you of what a commissioner's job is really supposed to be about, and that's to promote the league to get it to this highest level, like peak level. That's why certain commissioners stand out a lot, like David Stern, Roger Goodell. Like, you say what you want about them, maybe as a person or just like how you feel, how they move, but they always move with intention. Like, we always got to make sure the games matter at the forefront, and we give the people what they want to see. And I feel like with this commissioner, it just seems like they're letting Twitter run the press of the WNBA instead of being the one that controls the conversation. Like, when you see messy stuff happen in the NBA, it's always on like these social media spaces. It's never really at the forefront on ESPN and on or stuff like that, or even on other like sports talk shows. With the WNBA, like when you have a player like Asia Wilson, the Olivia girl, woman from Minnesota, Kelsey Mitchell, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you have all these people or all these athletes that are dominating. They should be, especially in we talking about the low summertime where ain't much sports going on. Their sport is going on and it's about to be hitting or it's peaking. It's like that should be what's controlling this conversation. Like when you hear about all this other stuff, it just makes people feel like, oh, this is what women's sports is all about. This, that. So I think it's just like as the commissioner's job, you're supposed to control the narratives because everybody watching right now, you have a unique window of opportunity where like you can monetize the hell out of this. And that's what I feel like she was trying to say earlier. But it's like, if you really felt that way, you'll be going about promoting the league way differently than you are now, or the lack thereof that you're doing now. So that's the only thing. I think the only people that suffer from this mostly is people like Asia Wilson, because she should be making
Many people believe buying a home requires a large down payment and years of saving, but that's not always the case. Across the country, there are programs designed to help first-time home buyers take the next step toward home ownership. Some of these programs offer down payment assistance or grant funding that may help cover part of the upfront cost of purchasing a home. Grants are especially helpful because they generally do not have to be repaid. There are also organizations that provide homebuyer education, financial counseling, and guidance to help individuals understand the home buying process before they begin. The goal is simple: to help more families become informed and prepared for home ownership. If owning a home is something you've been thinking about, start by visiting toolsforhomeownership.com. This message is brought to you by the National Foundation for Credit Counseling's Paving the Way Forward initiative.
$50 million based off from the WNBA, based on how I'm talking about her contract. Her contract ain't.
When I saw the commissioner said they're gonna meet to discuss what a woman is, I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
No, they didn't.
Are y'all serious?
Because they're gonna have to, because they're gonna have to, because
no, they don't. Why they got to? Why they have to?
They don't have to do any. They don't have to entertain any of this shit.
They don't have
to. They don't have to
making them look goofy.
The whoever mayor governor of Florida saying that if you commit a hard foul on Caitlin Clark, we're gonna toss you in jail.
Converse.
They don't have to entertain any of this shit.
Well, I'm only saying like if it's not absolutely stated, at least for their league, of how you, because you obviously don't have to worry about this with the NBA, but I'm sure there's a rule in the NBA about.
Wow,
it
but hold
being,
on, why you don't have to worry about it for the NBA?
No, I'm saying
I'm
like,
gonna let y'all talk and then jump in, but
no, I'm saying like I think there is a rule in the NBA. I'm saying I would be surprised if there isn't, but there's something that blatantly says that you have to be a man to be in this league. It's a men's league. If it's
They say
not
that about the WNBA. They say you have to be a woman to be in the league.
If it's not stated in the NBA, I still think it should be stated in WNBA so you don't have to deal with goofy stuff like this. Because this is like granted, I get what y'all saying. Like this brings bad publicity, but if it's already stated in the rules, then this eventually goes away. You don't have to address it again. I think again, it being a new league, they still doing their learning curve as far as like how the league is supposed to be looked, how it's supposed to be promoted, and all that stuff. What the league actually is, because people are asking the question like, what is the WNBA? What is the history of it? What is it like? What does it entail? People are asking these questions now, Lou. We're sports fans, so we're aware of it, but other people who aren't, which is where they're trying to get to, the casuals, are asking these questions. And if it's always surrounded by goofy stuff, they're going to take this as a goofy league, goofy sport, which is what we're not trying to do. So you have to do fundamental things like state the laws and all that stuff if it's not already stated, because then you got goofy dudes, ex-NBA players making fun of the league by doing what they're doing. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's at least how I see it.
There is no rule
that
that you got to be a man in the NBA.
Well, they don't
Thank
have
you,
to
Sheldon.
state that. They don't have to say that in the NBA because no woman could go to the NBA and play in the NBA.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's
they
what I'm saying.
could. Yeah.
Who?
You saying that physically they wouldn't be able to?
Yeah, they couldn't do it. So you don't have to write that in the rules. The WNBA has that in the rules. You have to be a woman to play in the game. And then this Enos dude is making fun of the political landscape of the country, saying, okay, that's all then, and everybody can do whatever gender they want to do, then I'm a woman and I can play in the WNBA. That's stupid. Like, they're entertaining that when, to your point, Nick, the rule already on the books. And the King's point, I don't got to go meet with nobody to talk about this dumb shit. The WNBA power is this commissioner, like y'all said. She don't have, the WNBA problem is this commissioner, like y'all are saying. She don't have enough power. Like, all the other commissioners can throw their weight around. The reason you don't hear this gossipy shit going on, well, it ain't on TV that much, but media don't really handle them with the best care. But they scared of getting blackballed, not having access. Don't nobody really care about having access to the WNBA because all they paying attention to is the gossipy shit anyway. Unfortunately, they need a better commissioner. They need someone with more power who gets more respect in these rooms. And they was talking about Condoleezza Rice and shit like that. Like, that makes sense because at least she's gonna have some weight to throw around. This lady right here, King, you don't even know her name. I don't know her name. Like, she ain't got no weight to throw around,
Kathy.
and that's the result of all of this bullshit happening. Like, everybody looking at her as a joke.
If it's already stated in the rule book, then yeah, they don't need to say anything to anybody. But
it's stated in the rule book, but the question now they're saying is, well, what's a woman? It says in the rule book you have to be a woman to be in the WNBA, and then they playing out this political thing, and they're saying, okay, well, what's a woman?
All right, I'm gonna jump in real quick. I was gonna let y'all cook, especially Nick, because I know Nick ain't he ain't no poop putt when it comes to this. So that's what. So I know he is just. I know he don't really care about this subject too much because he knows it's dumb, and so he don't really care about it. He just giving his opinion on it. So he probably ain't really listening to nothing around it. Bruh, it's all just from Sophie, dog, and it's just a political football at this point. It's a reason for niggas to talk about it. Like, the people who are talking about it are right wing niggas that are these players. They clowns and they right wing. That's really all that is coming from. Sophie brought it up because she has nothing else. She's not a real, like, she sucks. Like, she's basically CC's watchdog at this point. Like, she's just to get him for like, and she's making a moment out of this. There's nothing about any player that is transgender that's trying to join the W. There's nothing going on with that. Like, the reason why they brought all this attention to it is because of her. That's really it. And I know y'all talking about everything outside of the sport, but again, that's because niggas don't really care to even watch women play. Because niggas have shit going on, but like, they'll talk about it and still watch the game. These people who are talking about it aren't watching the game. They just want a reason to use it as a political football. That's really all it is. It's not that, but now, no, let me say this part. Kathy is a terrible commissioner. I'm not taking away from that. She is shit, like straight shit. For her to even let them schedule the Aces playing back to backs, that was this bullshit this weekend with the scheduling has always been trash. But that was bullshit too. Kathy is shit, and she's been dropping the ball. But as far as this, like the eyes on the league, really completely, that ain't all on her. It's just because niggas want to use this as a talking piece, especially when Ken, you know this politically. Trump is making the whole party. We knew this, but as far as the supporters, them niggas been trash for the economy, trash. Everything's fucking trash. They need something to talk about, and this is all that is. And so, yeah, it's not really shit
But-
here.
but-
We're just giving into bullshit.
Y'all always act like I don't be watching the WNBA games.
I'm saying you haven't been going into details to know.
No, I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't look at
You don't
the.
even know
I
the
don't.
rules.
I don't look at. I don't look at the. Yeah, that's why I was asking for clarity as far as like making sure like if that's in. I was giving my opinion based off of if it's in the rule book versus if it's not. But I was just watching the Phoenix Connecticut game just the other day. It was actually competitive, kid. It wasn't a
Ken don't like basketball. He just like watching men.
I watched Toronto Atlanta. I watched Toronto and Atlanta last night.
Well,
Did they play last night?
Mm-hmm.
I tried watching something, I couldn't do it.
my thing with the commissioners, bro, like you got the title. I put the responsibility. I don't know the ins and outs like you probably do, Jalen, so you could correct me if I'm wrong. But if you got the title as commissioner, bro, your job is to promote the league in the most positive way, making sure that you gain fans that understand what the rule, like what the game is, why these players are important, and why you should be watching and tuning in, bro. And like you said, she's already probably going to get fired by the end of the season. I would think.
I push back on that because even with the bad publicity, people are still talking about the
She's doing her job,
and they get like that. I mean, that's part of the job. Like I get your point, but at the end of the day, this controversy still makes people whether they're watching for to find more controversy, they're still watching. And as a business, that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm pretty sure these owners want to just make money, and they let her be the
scapegoat.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like Roger Goodell when the shit was going on with the protests. Like, yeah, it was a lot of bullshit going on, but he was the one taking all the darts. And these niggas, the owners were sitting back. They didn't hire him when the whole shit was going on because at the end of the day, the ratings didn't really take a hit as much as we wish it did. Like, so I mean, I hate it. I'm not saying that she deserves to keep her job because she is shit at it, but the league has constantly been getting as far as getting views, it's constantly getting views.
But to me, bad publicity isn't the views that you want that's sustainable. That's all I'm trying to say. Like at the end of the day, when we talk about football, when we talk about the NBA, when we talk about anything we watch, even the World Cup, it was because of the talent that was there, and we was buying in because everybody was invested. And to me, to get people more invested,
completely true.
Well, to me, it's like to get people more invested in a league like this that's still very, very young, is that you need to promote the quality of the games and the players who are performing at a high level. Again, Asia Wilson should be everywhere that Cooper Flag is, or that where it's like, even though
she should be higher than Cooper Flag.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, but Cooper Flag is everywhere, and or is about to be, or like Wemby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like to the point, maybe not to that height, because like the league isn't as popular, but the fact that they're prominent, she's their best athlete, she's their LeBron of their league.
Yeah, but I think you're missing one thing, and I agree with you. Asia should be bigger, and I wish she was bigger. But she's an unapologetic black woman. Like the way she acts, the way she moves.
So is LeBron.
It's all no, he's not. He's not the same, bro. And she's a woman too. She's a black woman. Like Asia's unapologetic. Like in everything she says, everything she does, you just feel the blackness. That's why we fuck with her personality, because we resonate with it. We know what that is. That's like she's like the homegirl. Like you look at her and the way she does, the way she clowns, and she's like, oh, I could see myself kicking it with her. Yeah, it's not something that everybody accepts, bro. Like, so I get your point, but nah.
But I wonder, and this is me talking about this part, because I don't know how popular she is. She has a shoe, so it seems
her shoe sold out too.
That's what I'm saying. So she is technically, maybe she is what we think she is outside of the league.
She's not enough commercials for me.
Again, Asia has been having one of the greatest runs ever, but guess who came number one in votes for the All-Star game? And this season has been
Caitlin Clark.
Been mediocre. Yes. Yeah. She's not even the best player on her team right now.
Right. She never was.
And yeah, like, so it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, who America accepts is who America accepts. Like, it's different once you got it baked in. Like, the NBA is black, but the W is looking at like, oh, this is Caitlin's league. Just give it to Caitlin. Yeah. They want Caitlin to be that. So it's harder for Asia to be what we know she should be because of that very reason too.
I think it's a dangerous game. Hopefully it'll go away. Even as a political football or a distraction or whatever it is, to let them get dragged into that aspect of it, is wouldn't be a good place to be. And that's they got to be careful. Because I'm surprised it even got as far as it did. Because I saw what Sophie said. I was like, okay, she's just being stupid. Because that's all I know her to be, is this big troll or whatever. And then other people picked it up and started to run with it. So hopefully it'll quiet down, because I think it's the dumbest thing ever. And they can get back to talking about the game. And I get that to seeing UNB's tweets about the WNBA. That's how I keep up with what's going on.
Man, you should. I can't convince Ken. I'm glad at least Spike. I know Nick, but Spike typing in know enough to be like, it's entertaining enough. The games are entertaining. Once you find your player and your stride, like Spike, that super fly of Olivia, like I saw that shit too. That shit hard. Like
shit was just fire, nigga.
Bruh, she played like that. You just like that. I could see her and everything. But
if I could watch her on TV on a more consistent basis, I would. I just could never find a game where she playing.
She got a nice style to her. The highlights are good.
I like her.
My last point is I know I just want to correct myself as far as talking about CC. Like, again, being trash this season she's been mediocre. She plays great against the bottom feeders and doesn't really show up against the great teams. Like, Kelsey is the one that pushes them over the top against the great teams. Just like how they lost to Vegas, it was her fault. Like, she isn't that yet. So it's Kelsey Mitchell's team. But
it's been Kelsey Mitchell's team.
Yeah. And honestly, it should be Kelsey Mitchell's an AB team. Like, if they made CC just a point guard, like a real point guard, instead of trying to make her Steph Curry, she'd be so much better, bro. Like, so much better.
Bro,
they trying to make her Steph.
Bro, she's TJ McConnell.
You talked about the face of the league and Asia being kind of too black, similar to Lamar probably. What about Collier? She seemed like about the type that could be the face of the league. She won an MVP.
No, she didn't win the MVP.
But she won a scoring or something. Didn't they win a championship or some shit like that? Am I wrong?
Hold on. Yeah, she did get it. No.
I don't know. I'm
thinking of last year. Last year she didn't get. I know that was Asia.
I know she popular and she good, and she
just came back.
Seems like fair, but like fair.
Yeah.
Not fair. That's the wrong word. Safe.
I get what you're saying. She just came back. I don't know. I see your point. I don't think her game is
like Tim Duncan.
In a way, like it's a very clean cut game too. You know what I'm saying? Her game doesn't sail to be the face of the league. But she just came back. She was hurt all season. She probably just got like 3 or 4 games on her belt right now.
Okay, yeah, they did win a chip. They beat New York.
Yeah. I don't think. But did she get MVP that year? Maybe. I might just be tripping. But yeah.
No.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because it just spotlight that. Dragon Knight asked, so when it quiet down, will y'all cover the league? This is what I'm talking about. Because we haven't talked about the league at all. I don't make the docket. I don't watch enough to talk about it.
If it was up to me, it'd been a whole bunch of topics.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Nick don't support black women.
Don't do that.
Nick only got about 8. Nick only got about 8 notes he gonna play all year. Y'all know.
Yeah.
Same little 8 notes. I don't know what he gonna do now since Mike Tomlin gone. I'm really interested to see what substitutes that. But it's like little 8 notes.
First of all, it is a open canvas. And Sheldon know exactly. That's why you laugh. It is an open canvas on what we talk about on this show. Well, people have fought for certain topics that I didn't care to talk about, or they asked me to remove stuff. So this is definitely a. First of all, this ain't even. Don't act like I'm the only producer. This is a unison. So.
That's how they be doing me. Is the mic still on, nigga? Like Spike only put like they do be the same way.
So I be like, bro, I can
tell him, Spike. I promise I do.
And the last time I put a WNBA topic here, Lou cussed me out
on the air.
Lou said, "What we doing?" I was like, "You know what? Let me not rock the boat."
But it's a good illustration of kind of what I'm talking about. Like, we're not even talking about the game. I'm talking about this dumb shit. So, that's all.
Gotta watch it first, Ken, for us to talk about it. You ain't gonna watch it.
Oh, no, I can talk about this. I don't have to watch it to talk about this.
He said, this is all this time.
But I would prefer the game to get better and not in this particular thing. Whether I watch it or not, I don't want it to turn into this sort of thing. And it's growing, and people really seem to enjoy it. And I want that to continue to happen. I don't have to watch it for any of that stuff to happen. So, but yeah, just stop with the nonsense. I'm gonna go ahead and read these WNBA super chats before we move on. Musa, Caitlin Clark is the W's Trae Young. Her superpower is her vision and her passing, but she keeps trying to be Steph, and she ain't that.
Yep, I agree 100%.
Musa again, WNBA is primarily made up of Black queer women, and that feels threatening to people who hate Black women and queer women. That's why they've rallied behind CC. She is their hope for change.
Good point.
You ain't wrong.
That is a good point.
All right.
That's a really good point.
And last one, before our WNBA beat reporter get out of here. Sophie Cunningham soft launching her post-career Raleigh Gaines arc. Nobody in the league should entertain her goofy shit.
Yeah, she out here trying to sell a tell-all book right now.
I'm gonna watch when her and Gail play again. Was it 23rd?
23rd.
Yeah, I got it on my calendar.
Shit. But Dejanay was cooking last night. Dejanay came out cooking last night at a 20.
Dejanay don't play, boy. She don't hold her tongue about shit. I'm a fan.
You can't with a name like Dejanay.
Nah, she about that life.
Have you ever thought about the difference between paying rent and owning a home? When you rent, your monthly payment helps cover the cost of living there, but it usually doesn't build anything for your future. Home ownership is different. Each payment you make on a home may help build equity, which is the value you own in the property over time. As that equity grows, it can become a financial asset that may support your long-term goals. Owning a home can also provide stability. You have a place that's yours where you can build memories, establish roots, and truly make the space your own. And the good news is that many people are surprised to learn there are programs designed to help first-time home buyers get started, including grants and assistance programs that may help with down payments or closing costs. Learning about your options is the first step toward making an informed decision about your future. Visit toolsforhomeownership.com.
All right. Moving on, man. Yeah, good segment though. First quarter, man. Football is definitely back as we inch closer and closer to the start of the regular season. We are also not too far away from the beginning of the 2026 through 2027 college football season, which kicks off at the end of this month. Before we get into discussing the rankings and upcoming key matchups, there is a new federal bill that has been proposed on behalf of the NCAA called the Protect College Sports Act. The bill, introduced by Ted Cruz and Maria Cantwell, aims to establish a uniform national framework for collegiate athletes to regulate NIL compensation and would essentially place revenue caps on it. What are y'all thoughts on this bill, and how do you think it will impact college football if it is passed?
It's essentially going to continue to push college football into a two-division thing, and then everybody else exists in that division. From what I was listening to, how this plays out with Pat Forty and Bill Bomani was talking, this cap that they're setting at, there's only a handful of teams that will be able to compete at that level. So they're not making it in a sense of, well, we want it to be fair for everybody, like a salary cap is in the league is used for. They're making it for, we want the blue bloods to have this amount that they know that they're going to spend, and everybody else, y'all can go over there and play football or whatever, how y'all play it. But we're going to be the big boys. We're going to be the big dogs. This is how much we're going to spend. Everybody's required to spend this, and they want to do that for a type of quality that's going to be amongst the elite. I don't think that's good for college football. I don't know if that's good. I think that kind of separates it. It makes it something different from what it usually is. It takes kind of a little bit of the feel away in the sense of what you are used to watching. You can say it's still collegiate. You can say they still college athletes, but the more you start to implement salary caps and you try to box out teams who can't afford to play with other teams, It don't seem right as a college football fan. So I don't like it. It seems slimy to me.
Within sports in general, specifically college sports, I like a certain kind of scumbag, dirtbag business being done. And what this bill is doing is going against that. So I agree with Lou to a certain degree, where as far as this to me is just trying to make a salary cap and make it like two conferences, the Big Ten versus the SEC. Like that's pretty much what it is. And everybody else, like they're trying to squeeze out the little guys who can randomly pull up Sheldon $300K out of nowhere and say like, come be the left tackle for my team in Pensacola State University versus going to Miami or Florida State for whatever. And I feel like you saying, Lou, it's turning the game into just like it's there's a scumbag element to it, but it ain't supposed to be this. I don't think the bill is going to get passed. I think it's gotten further than it's expected, but I hope it doesn't get passed because it's all going back. It's taking the accountability off the universities for paying the students, if not even just paying them, acknowledging they're employees and not students. And it's also putting a cap on how much they can make or how much someone potentially could make. And this, to me, that's just not a capitalistic. That's the thing. It goes against the whole America democracy kind of thing. It's like you're going away from capitalism, even though you're trying to do some capitalistic shit. So it's like I just don't like it.
I'm so torn with it because I'm so much in favor of the players getting paid their worth and finally getting the money that they deserve. But as a person who attended an HBCU, a small university, like you said, we've been boxed out from some of that talent that we would normally see coming through those doors. It makes it difficult to compete. The fun part about being at an HBCU and being at the school that I was at was I was able to see them play some of the bigger schools and compete for a minute. Even if it was only for a little bit, they were still in the game. And at this point, it just doesn't seem like it's fair at all. And it's difficult when you know you can't pay these guys to come and have that experience. It would be wonderful if, we could see some of that talent at least come through those doors, but that's going to eliminate that completely. But this part, if they legislate it and it's correct, then it will kind of help that. But from the way you're talking about it, from the way it reads, I don't think it will. Like you said, it's going to be a case of the haves and have-nots, and it's already screwed up. So this is not going to help.
It diminishes the surprises that we like. What college sports is essentially for. Like when you see Appalachian State beat Michigan. When you see those type of games, like it diminishes that. Like, yeah, it happens few and far between, but when it does, it's so memorable. It's so fun. People talk about it for so long.
Yeah.
And to say, well, now only the big dogs are going to play the big dogs. And it's like now it's like they making, like you watch Division II football if nothing else is on. You'd be like, yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's football. But you're still looking at it like this ain't the good shit. And now they're going to make everything like not the good shit, but the top two conferences. And I don't like that.
For many people, renting is a convenient option. It offers flexibility and may require less responsibility for maintenance. But owning a home can offer a different set of long-term benefits. Instead of paying rent to a landlord each month, homeowners are investing in a property that can potentially increase in value over time. That means your home may become an asset as you continue to live in it. Home ownership can also provide more control over your living space, from decorating to renovations that really fit your lifestyle. And here's something that many people don't realize. There are education programs and financial assistance options available for first-time home buyers. Some of these programs even offer grant funding that may help cover part of the upfront cost. And grants typically don't have to be repaid. That's why learning about home ownership options can be an important step toward making the best decision for you and your family. To learn more, visit toolsforhomeownership.com.
I don't really understand why congressmen are so hell-bent on creating and passing a law for the NIL. The government is getting involved in what institutions are doing, which provides this sort of oversight it does go against, what America is supposedly, well, not supposedly, what America is built on, right? The freedom to come in and use your skills and ability and talent in whatever area that is. These guys just happen to be sports to make money. Mm-hmm. And now they are coming in and saying, you can make money, you just can't make too much money. And I don't really want to look at this from a race perspective because these white kids are getting paid too. Everybody's getting paid. And so what is the issue that they're so upset about? Why is because here's the thing, Shelton, the HBCUs never could get that talent anyway. Even when there wasn't an NIL.
Yeah. And they're getting the money on the table, you're right.
Yeah. So but that's always kind of been the thing. Like it would have been great for all these great black athletes that go to these other schools if they went to HBCUs and we could see what happens on the field when they match up. It would really change the power dynamics. But they weren't really getting that talent anyway. The rich schools, even before the NIL, was always getting the top elite talent. They didn't need the NIL to do this and to be able to pay. So I don't understand why they are so upset and so hell-bent on creating a cap, because that's my biggest issue is this cap that they're trying to instill and these sort of revenue sharing programs. There's something else I feel like is going on that we don't know. And I can't pinpoint it. It makes absolutely no sense to me why they feel like this is such a problem. I don't get it.
I bet it's that's what I was going to say. You're absolutely right, Lou. That's what the problem is. Ken. The truth of the matter is, like Lou said, they don't have leverage. You having to pay these guys what they're asking for, as opposed to if there's a cap, then I can pay them the same thing you can pay them. So you're forced to kind of go where we want you to go, as opposed to you saying I'm going over here because they're going to give me twice as much, which is driving your price up.
Exactly. And on top of
but the market, the thing about the market and free markets, that eventually is going to settle on a price. At some point, it will create its own a cap within itself. There's only so much money to go around. So right now it is the Wild Wild West because I feel like they'll have to figure out a way to regulate themselves. They don't need government oversight or regulation. It's like the whole thing that's happening with AI. They all these AI tech companies don't want regulation because they want the ability to grow and expand and be free to experiment and do all this other stuff. And now, and so they can because competition, leads to innovation. So same thing here. I think at some point this thing will end up regulating itself. Just stay out of it. Somebody's gonna say no to somebody's crazy asking price.
Mm-hmm. Can you really think it don't have nothing to do with racism?
I don't want to think that that's the case because I don't. I know it's
why not,
right
black man?
there, but I'm trying to not look at it that way. Because what's the guy from Miami that got that white court? No, the one from Georgia that went to Miami.
Carson Beck.
Yeah, he got paid out the ass.
Well, but that's why I think I think it's something that's different. Because I'm agreeing with Ken 75%. Because Jalen, to your point, racism is in everything. If you want to break it down to it, it's in every, especially when you're dealing with business. But with this, I feel like that, in my mind, in my theory, is that to your point, they probably thought it was going to be regulated by now. But if anything, it's gotten worse. And Lou, I know you know what I'm talking about when I say this. Nobody wants to argue with Uncle Ray about how much his boy Cortez is making, especially if he's on a 5-game streak of 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, and it's like, all right, now we got to come back to the table. I need $100,000 more on this.
Absolutely.
And they like, bro, we just negotiate. Like, no. Well, you see what he's doing. He's outperforming this current deal. Yeah. So they're tired of that. But the other side of it is, I feel like it's getting to the point where like the universities were gonna have to say like we're gonna eventually have to call these employees. Once you can call them employees, that's when unions happen. I'm on the East Coast. I know what unions are, bro. They ain't nothing to fuck with, and that's why a lot of people. That's why it ain't nowhere near the South, and that's why it's nowhere near the Midwest. Sometimes most parts of the Midwest, it's because they know what them unions about. I think they're just very nervous about how the business has been done. Because in colleges and universities, Ken, you know this firsthand too. A lot of money gets passed through that we don't talk about. Because it's an educational institution, so you can kind of consider it a nonprofit, just like the NFL. I think it's considered technically a nonprofit. A lot of money gets passed through. Once you start accounting for people that can siphon some of that money, especially these athletes who are bringing millions, billions to these universities, and they now asking for their fair share, a fair cut, or at least asking for the books. Like, to me, that's when it's like, all right, we got to regulate this sap, because they gonna start messing up this whole system that we got going on. And a lot of these, someone mentioned in the chat, a lot of these universities, like the ones that really going for it, like Nick Saban's been a big advocate, these Alabamas and all that stuff, but they sitting next to the governor. They having the governor over for drinks, and they putting this in front of them. And y'all know how politicians is, but you put a drink and a couple $100,000 in front of their face, they say whatever you want them to. So that's why it's at this federal level, because it's like, what, this nowhere near is one of the biggest priorities that America's facing right now, or biggest concerns, period. But it's happening more quickly than ever, because you're dealing with some money that was always meant for a certain group of people.
You got something, Spike?
No, y'all covered. That's good.
I think one of the main things is, yeah, I know you can say their kids are making money too, but we know. Come on, what are we doing, Ken? What you saying? That 5%, that 10% of, like, because they ain't. I mean, yeah, they might be giving the linemen a couple of money, like but they ain't giving them the same money they giving the skill players. So you talking about the black players, bro, and you got black players making just as much as the head coach.
Yeah.
At 18, 19 years old, that's a power dynamic, man. It's all about the control too, bro. Like, how you gonna? A lot of times, yeah. Like, there's only so much I can tell a nigga who making just as much as me. There's only so much I can tell, especially a young boy who walk on campus and got the world at his feet. So it's only so, like, it's all about control, man. But you making millions, the millions you make is all for this nigga's back. And that, I mean, I ain't even meant for it to sound like that, but yeah, it's like that. So I hear you, and I get it. Like, it probably does need some regulation, but that ain't their main intent. And they probably still trying to find a way to get a piece of it too, because it's like they ain't making the coaches definitely ain't making the money off the NIL like that. Like, it's like, all right, let me find a way to make sure my contract gets. If they gonna make some money, let me get a percentage of that too now, because I can probably find a way to get the weasel myself in here. Bro,
and then once you change it, you're gonna go back and change high school too, because they get paid.
I mean, eventually,
It's an avalanche.
Yeah, Pandora's box is open. They can't go back on what they've already done now, and this ain't the way to fix it. So they got to figure something else out. Because I don't think this one will work.
I mean, this is also just a cause of what they like. You've been stealing from these niggas for decades,
since this shit started. Since this started, literally.
Y'all complaining about something that you started. Like, it started then when you were robbing niggas then. So at the end of the day, like, you doing wrong and now it's coming back to you. I don't feel sorry for none of these niggas.
Let me ask y'all a question. Has any of the universities complained that they didn't have the money to pay them?
Yes.
No.
That has happened. Tennessee did that. That's
Yeah,
why your boy left.
What about the
UNLV?
big ones, though? The big
UNLV
college?
did that. Tennessee's a big college. They got $100,000 stadium. I mean,
$100,000. In football, they're not a
UT. Are you serious?
Yeah, they're in the SEC, Nick. So they are.
The point is that the haves versus the haves not. The point is
UT
that
is
the
a have.
ones that got it, they don't give a fuck, because they
do
afford
care.
it.
No,
UNLV is not. They ain't necessarily
Alabama.
have, but they have money.
Ohio State.
That's what I'm saying.
It's happening to Alabama. It's happening to Ohio State. Kids are threatening them. It was some kids that didn't want to play in a bowl game. It's like, y'all got to give us some more money. So we're playing a bowl game.
No.
Nick
I'm
Saban's
talking
about
about universities, not the kids.
Nick Saban complained about it.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like, is it not feasible to pay these kids? Is what they're complaining about. I don't think that's the complaints could be about the dollar amount, but the feasibility to pay these players is not what they're complaining about.
That's not
it's
the
how
issue.
much
It's not the
freedom. I
fact
think
that they don't have it.
Yeah,
They got it.
they got it. They just don't want to pay it.
Nah, the Southern
some
schools
of
can
them got
They
compete
got
with
it.
Southern schools can't compete with a lot of these other schools,
right.
bro.
That's why
So
Big
like,
Ten
and
has
it's
rose up since
But
then.
exactly.
those are the ones that they were never going to consider anyway.
Right.
What are you talking about, SEC, bro? Because no,
No,
it was different. It was
what Southern schools are you saying that can't compete? That can't compete?
Mississippi State. Well, not Ole
Okay,
Miss.
they
wait,
was
even
going,
NC State.
bro. They was
Wait,
going
no,
elsewhere
bro.
anyway.
Listen. I think y'all confusing with how big a football program is compared to what the alumni make to give these kids money. Like those are
Yeah,
two different things. Like you can have a great football program, but a lot of them football players ain't the one donating back, bro. It's these niggas who have these big ass businesses who
it's
are
the
alumni
lawyers, the
and that's not
IT
a lot of
people.
the Southern
Yep.
schools aren't the ones doing that. It's these Northern
That's
schools
the
that are able to
Midwest.
do that. Like they have the alumni to be able to constantly do that. California has the alumni to be able to do that. And that's why the SEC is where it is, and they're complaining more about it than anybody else because they don't have the alumni to just dish out money like that. That's the truth of the matter. Like
They're talking about leaving anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's only about 7, 8 SEC schools you care about anyway, Sheldon. So that's what I'm saying. They wasn't going there anyway.
But Nick, you seen the shift because there was a time when they were paying all these niggas under the table.
Yeah,
and it was easier then because
right,
it's just
you're
like
right.
I can only offer
Yeah.
you so much anyway, and they can
Yeah.
only tell you how much they go. Like you know what I'm saying?
You
So
are right. you are
now
right. But
it's
that's
like
capitalism.
well,
But that's the part of capitalism that I'm cool with, though. Is the fact that when they was paying people under the table, that's why you see these random kids at these random schools.
Mhm.
But now I'm saying let that still happen. Let's not regulate that part of the things.
hold on, what you mean?
Because this bill is trying to regulate that side of things. It's trying to say like if you're going to be able to keep these players, you have to spend this amount of money to do it. They're trying to put a price tag on all
You
these
got to
players.
spend. The floor is $40 million. You got to
Exactly.
spend at least $40 million.
Yes,
And what I'm saying, what I'm saying is like, let this still be the Wild Wild West like it has been. Whoever is the highest bidder. That means any school, any random program, regardless if you a big program, a football team or not, or whatever. If you got the money for somebody, you got the money. We ain't asking questions. Now they're trying to remove accountability from the NCAA and put it onto the kids, or they're trying to just take it off the NCAA from actually trying to regulate it.
Passes, remember this bill passes, it removes from the NCAA to the feds. So now,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like the NCAA,
the feds are coming to get you.
Yeah, the NCAA. If you go over the salary cap by $20, the feds knocking at your door. Like that's what they're trying to do.
I guess the more I talked about it with y'all, like, because I'm not as deep. This is my
It's your WNBA.
Yeah, exactly. But the more I talk about it with y'all, you got a Republican senator who represents the South pushing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it benefits those. I guess no matter what, I get what you're saying, Nick. It benefits those schools because I've always looked at college football from a bird's eye view. I've never been knee deep in it like y'all. I've just seen it as far as like Alabama, SEC, like that's the dominant conference until most recently, and I think it's them more so complaining about it than anybody else. And it's
They are
because they just can't.
Well,
my counter to that, what you're saying, Jalen, is like that's what I feel like is the perceived superficial viewpoint. Is what you're saying. What I feel like what's really going on, and I don't know if Ken agree with me, is like one, like you said originally. It's only going to take a certain kid to be like, I get paid $30 million a year to be at this university, and the coach get paid 12. I'm not listening to that motherfucker. That's the one point. The second point that I really believe it is that eventually the only way they were going to able to or have to regulate this is if you make the students employees and give them a certain salary and do that. But I'm saying when you go down that road, you're going down the road that Lou talking about where like high schoolers are going to ask the same thing. Like it's going to ask more accountability from the universities and all that. Then they're going to ask for where their books is at. How you going to like, you got taxes to pay. You got to balance out the record books. No one likes having their books looked through because as universities and colleges, they've been getting paid. They've been using these kids for centuries now. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just like once you start seeing that, you can be like, okay, what the hell y'all really got going on? That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel like they're trying to avoid. That's why you got Bama and Nick Saban. He's a part of this good old boys crew, so he's going to be fighting for him.
I guess I get you, and I hear that. I guess I more so don't give a fuck because there was a time when it was just Bama. The name was enough to make niggas go there. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a time it was always just Bama, Georgia, Even Clemson rose a little bit. Where it's like, all right, your name, I want to go there because I know I get exposure there.
Yeah.
Why I'm gonna go there when I can go anywhere and these niggas pay me to pay and I can feed my mama, bro? I can feed my mama, my girlfriend, and my auntie, and I'm still gonna get the exposure because now it's a level playing field. I'm not mad at that. Fuck these southern schools because we know these niggas racist anyway. As we live in the South and we've gone to schools, we know these niggas. Fuck these niggas because they still ain't treating these niggas right on campus regardless. So all this shit. Let it be the Wild Wild West to me. Who can pay it, they can pay it. Because that's true. That's the way niggas say capitalism is supposed to work. You compete and you make money. Whoever can pay the highest money, they do it. And let these young niggas make their money and spend it and get it how they want to. All this other shit is bullshit. It's just control, dog. That's all it is.
Yeah, and there is already, I just looked it up. There is a 21.3 million cap already in place. So it's not like they even need additional caps. You know,
it's a thick bill though.
Shit on it.
It's a thick bill. We only talking about the main summary, but it's a thick bill. So there's other stuff like you know how they always do with bills. They cram other stuff into it.
Yep.
That you are overlooking because you focus on just the headline. But that's the reason. That's the thing that stood out to me the most when reviewing all this. It's a thick bill. It's not a skinny bill. That's like, oh, we just trying to do this, do that, the third. It's like, nah, we trying to do that and more. I think it's just more regulation on NIL.
Whew, all right. I was hoping this shit would die down. They would fight it, but it doesn't look like
the players don't. But the players don't have a union. They're not technically a group to unionize. Because they don't want to talk to each other either. They don't want to talk to Uncle Ray. Who asking for a doodle green Cutlass Supreme and then $200,000 for his nephew Carlos. They ain't doing that.
With them folds on the
boy. You know Jalen.
They recognize
they go and talk at the Kalen DeBoer at Bama, going in there talking crazy.
But they also recognize it's gonna be harder to unionize a group that big. A young and that big, like how do you unionize young kids, especially when they're not even gonna be here for like more than 4 years?
But they will be. But the thing is, if you unionize, you could be there longer and get taken care of because then you will because the whole point of the one of the benefits of NIL is that maybe these kids will stay at these universities longer, as we can kind of get a dynasty again, like I was back in the day, even when they was getting paid paper bags underneath the table. But I'm thinking that. Somebody's gonna have to stand up and be the Colin Kaepernick can and be like, all right, bro, get under my banner. We all gonna unionize, and we all gonna make sure that we get our fair cut. Some of us gonna have to sacrifice for that. No one cares about sacrificing no more. These
nah. You asking a lot for a young kid that ain't got shit to see millions of dollars. Like as much as I've been big on advocacy, and I would be like, but nigga. I'm coming out the hood, and you niggas about to offer me $1 million.
But why? But to me, it's like we're not thinking smart enough to where it's like it's always one way or the other. Like it's black and white. Like either we getting money or we not getting money. There's a way to do it to where we can do both.
Nick, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you as far as like saying it should be a thing, and we should do it. We should have somebody do it. But you asking you asking for that family to sacrifice. You asking for a lot of people to tell that young boy, hey, this the way to help us get out of here. Like, that's a lot to ask somebody. And I agree with it. It should happen. Yeah. Somebody needs to stand up and do it. But I'm also looking at it like, bro, shit, I've been struggling my whole life, and I got $1 million right here, bro. I got a $4 ticket. Bro, come on. Like, you telling me it's kind of hard. And they know that, too.
And if that's the case, then, like you to your point, Jalen, then this bill don't really mean shit. Because then if it gets passed or not, then it is going to be what it is. Somebody going to get paid and somebody not.
That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Let's go back to the NFL, man. We are now about 4 weeks away from the start of the regular season. So let's continue our conversation by focusing on some teams that typically do not receive much attention in the sports media. What are y'all's expectations for the NFC South and AFC South heading into this season? Which team do you think will win each division? And which team do you think will be headed for a rebuild once the season ends?
Hey, yo, this headline is dumb pause. we calling out producer Sheldon. I'm calling out
That's
the producer with this. It's crazy. Just want to make sure we state that for the records. But Lou, you know why? Since we calling out producers, why I put this on the docket? I'm here to talk about the Tennessee Titans. Sheldon, I don't know if you watching any of these
I was about to say, Nick.
bro. Hey.
Nick.
Ward and Tate, bro, looking like Jamar and Joe.
That's my sleeper.
Oh my God. I know they're gonna be sorry if y'all two picking them, so I ain't even worried.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you,
Look,
bro.
man, you know I'm on the same side with this preseason sleeper pick now.
Oh, you try to jump on my bandwagon sometime. I don't know.
I started it.
I can't. I mean, y'all might be right. I just can't ever buy into the Titans because I'm from there. I just never believe it.
It's a new regime.
Crazy as a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's insane to say.
Lou be saying some logical NFL stuff, but then you tag on Cowboys fan, it goes out the window.
Older Cowboys fan. I'm older than you niggas. I was around when this shit happened. Don't mean that it happened in 30 years.
Good.
You always hope. Yeah, you like that. I remember when it happened. It might happen again.
All that mean is them scars is deeper. That don't change.
But I'll put it this way, Zach. I ain't never seen the Titans win nothing. I'll say that.
What you mean? They was just in the AFC Championship game a few years ago.
Win shit. How many Super Bowls does that organization have? I ain't never seen.
They played in one,
shit.
but
That is a loser organization. They always they've had talented teams to be able to go to the Super Bowl and stand. The reason I feel like this about them the most is because how long they stayed with Jeff Fisher. And then how they did Steve McNair. The Titans are losers. That organization is full of losers. So I would never root for them and never expect shit from them. But I think Cam Ward is good. I have seen some clips. I lied. I ain't watching no clips. I've seen some clips of him on NFL Network. I like Cam Ward. I just think he's in the wrong place.
For many people, renting is a convenient option. It offers flexibility and may require less responsibility for maintenance. But owning a home can offer a different set of long-term benefits. Instead of paying rent to a landlord each month, homeowners are investing in a property that can potentially increase in value over time. That means your home may become an asset as you continue to live in it. Home ownership can also provide more control over your living space, from decorating to renovations that really fit your lifestyle. And here's something that many people don't realize. There are education programs and financial assistance options available for first-time home buyers. Some of these programs even offer grant funding that may help cover part of the upfront cost. And grants typically don't have to be repaid. That's why learning about home ownership options can be an important step toward making the best decision for you and your family. To learn more, visit toolsforhomeownership.com.
So if I had to pick the winner of the AFC South, I'm gonna go with the Texans because of their defense. I don't trust nobody else in their division. I'm out on Trevor Lawrence. I'll go ahead and say that for this year. It's a wrap, I think. And NFC South,
it's tough.
It is tough. But you know what? I'm from the Jeek stock. I'm picking the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I like the quarterback. I like what they did last year.
Super jinx.
Sheldon, you know what's crazy is that the NFC South is such a shitty division. That Lou is picking the Saints.
Yeah, you could be. Yeah.
And it's not a hot take because a lot of people like the Saints.
Nick, this is the only division that you could be the best team in the division or the worst team. Nobody knows.
Who knows? No one's gonna know. Bro.
And everybody,
if they went 2 and whatever, I wouldn't be shocked.
And everybody was okay with that because it's like, well, it is
NFC South.
Because it's like if the Ravens are 2-15, everybody that's a hoopla. Even the Steelers, that's a hoopla. But to me, NFC South, we need to have a conversation about the NFC South. I'm glad you're on the docket, Jay, because this division has been irrelevant since Brady, to be honest. irrelevant since Brady. And I feel, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is because there should have been someone to take over this division a long time ago. But these organizations have continuously proven they don't know what the hell they're doing. And I think at this point in Junket right now, you can make a case for any of those teams to win a division. I'm gonna pick the Panthers because I think they got the best QB. But if the Saints end up winning this division, Lou, I'll be shocked because I'm like, I didn't expect this division to be that shitty to where the Saints could win it.
The other team, the Colts.
No, see, you don't even know the teams.
I legit was trying to. Now I'm talking about in the AFC. It's the Titans.
It's the Titans.
The Jaguars.
Yeah, Colts and Texans.
Yeah, okay.
That's why even with what Nick's talking about, the AFC South ain't much better, bro. You got the Texans and everybody else is that has not shown up for the last.
What you mean? The Jaguars? The Jaguars were just in the playoffs. The Texans was in the playoffs. The Colts was in the playoffs, wasn't it? Or they were close to being in the playoffs. Like that's like, what are you talking about?
That's the first time. That's the first time. And like last year was the first time in about 3 years, bro.
No, it's not because I remember the Texans and the Jaguars was when Trevor Lawrence's first playoff game where he won. The Texans was in that playoffs, right, too.
Even with that, you can talk about Brady. That nigga ran the AFC East full of trash the whole time. Like you talking about, bro, this happens to the divisions all the damn time. The big dog leagues in the hell, you about to see it in your damn division. Well, y'all ain't gonna be shit, and it's just gonna be the Steelers ain't shit and Browns ain't shit. So you just got the Ravens that's coming out the division. So
you're the savior.
The thing I'm saying is, even if you're completely right on everything you just said, the thing I'm saying is the NFC South is shittier than the AFC East. What does that tell you?
Hold on, say that again.
The NFC South is shittier than the AFC East. What does that tell you?
I mean, that's now because they have the Bills.
It's been like that for the last few years, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is because the history of the AFC East is what you were saying. What Brady built his whole dynasty off of, how trash it was.
And the AFC was trash until the Pats showed up last year. When Brady left, the Pats were trash since then, and it was just the Bills division. It happens every now and again for every division, bro. I don't know why you making it seem like it's a wonder that it happens in the South.
Pats went to the playoffs. Pats went to the playoffs with Mac Jones. They wasn't that trash. They was only trash for 2 seasons. But my thing is like the NFC South has been trash for them for half a decade plus now. That's crazy.
I guess what he's saying though, Doc, is that all four of the teams are equally like they're in the same spot pretty much. If you look at these four teams, they're pretty much they're all an injury away from being the bottom of the barrel, but they still are. They all have promise. If you ask me, I think, in my opinion, the NFC South, Carolina Panthers are going to win the NFC South. That's just what I believe based off the defense. The same thing we talk about with the AFC South and the Houston Texans. The defense on both sides are going to win. Why y'all laughing? Because I picked the Panthers.
Yeah,
I picked the Panthers because of the defense. They just got the best defense right now.
Because that's your team.
Sheldon always
exactly. I don't know why he do that.
Sheldon always be trying to serve it up like he about to say something different than what we
You've been doing this for 3 years, nigga. We've been hearing this shit for the last 3 years.
I have not picked the Panthers.
You have. I like an Expos hat. That's old, ain't it? I just don't know that's what you have on.
But y'all know it was like 5 years ago they was calling the NFC East the NFC least because all the teams were like the worst team got like.
But it's always for like a season for two. But it's always a season 2, and then you bounce back as a division. This division been trash for a long. I'm just saying, y'all ain't find a quarterback. We putting our hopes on Tyler Shuck.
He hold up, Dick.
No, you ain't got to do that.
That's why I'm happy. No. I'm happy we got to this point. But put a bottle on it. Put a bottle on whatever Shuck.
What's the bet?
Goals.
We already about to owe me one. We got one bet already.
What's the goal that you have for Tyler Shuck? You think they're gonna win the division this year? For sure, like no problem.
I ain't betting that.
So then, what are you betting on that? Like that's what I'm saying.
Tell me, you said it. We already got one bet.
Well, because you said, I'm trying to say, like I'm willing to bet on.
What the other bet was?
I forgot. I gotta look back at the record.
It was just
I gotta look at the record, but no, I'm trying to say, like, I was going to bet on the division. If you don't want to do the division, then what do you want to do as a goal? Because to me, it's just like, the only quarterback I can trust is Bryce. I would bet.
You trust Bryce?
Hey man, Bryce balled out last year, Doc. Did you see Bryce against the Rams?
He did not ball out last year.
Yeah,
He had a couple of good games.
I'm just saying that's the reason why I'm telling you how shitty I think that the NFC South is. And I'm picking Bryce Young as the division winner. Whoever y'all want to pick, if you want to say the field, say the field. But I'm willing to bet a bottle of the Carolina Panthers because I seen that defense. That defense ain't going nowhere.
I say this. I like the quarterback shit. That's why I picked them in the division. So if I bet you, I will bet that he outperforms Bryce Young this year.
What's the statistics you talking about?
Passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage.
Most definitely.
And interceptions.
I bet that too.
Less interceptions too?
Yeah, interceptions.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I'll take that bet too. Hell yeah.
All right, bet. We got that. I got Bryce Young. I got Tyler Shuck.
Let's do it.
I know people got tape on him, right? He ain't coming in.
They got tape on Bryce. They got it on Bryce Young too.
Hey, Bryce was in Bryce was a minute. He was a minute away from going to the second round of playoffs.
The Panthers got tape on him too, Spike. That's why they ain't offering no contract.
You're right. That's why his contract about to be up.
That's crazy.
But Bryce gonna ball out.
Earned.
I
don't know with the NFC. Yeah, the South. I'm just Atlanta.
We always say that they should have been dominating.
I always say that every year.
They should be.
I promised Ken to pick them as much.
I thought Michael Penix was gonna do something for him, bro.
Why?
He still might, Nick. He still might.
Man, he ain't about
sorry
to
for Bijan Robinson, man.
I don't Lou, because you know what he is. At the end of the day, you know what he is. He missed a nigga in Atlanta.
Good point.
That's it.
But
That's
he ain't
now
on
making
that. That's the thing, though. That's why I feel sorry for him. That he ain't even on that. Have you heard him? He all into the Lord and the Bible and all that shit.
You said he wasted it.
Wasting it. Nigga wasting it. Man. I was listening to this interview. I was listening to his interview. I was like, in Atlanta? What you talking about, bro?
Lou, you disappointed.
They ain't caught you yet. Like, ain't nobody got you. Like, what's
He said, "Hey, Sean, he's surprised he got integrity and morals in
Atlanta."
I get what he's saying, but if I was Bijan Robinson, bro, you catching me in at least 9 scandals by now.
I think it's a toss up between the Panthers or the Bucks for a rebuild. Because I think both can either answer their quarterback situation by the end of the year, one way or the other. Either they'll have one or they won't. That's Baker and Price.
I'm on the fence about Baker. My bad. My bad, Ken.
Now for the AFC South, I'm gonna ride out with the Jags, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
He just trying to be different.
I like that coach.
The Falcons and the Jaguars.
He just trying to be different.
You know who the starting quarterback for the Falcons is, right?
He don't.
For the Falcons?
Don't. Yeah, you know who it is, right? Don't say nothing to nobody.
You think it's still Kirk Cousins?
No, it's not Kirk Cousins. It's,
you know who it is. Now, I want to know, do you know who it is?
Yeah, it's Tua.
And you still picked him?
Bro, it doesn't matter. Like,
Sheldon, I thought it was a trick question because I didn't know who the quarterback was either. When he said it, I was like, oh hell no.
The only reason I didn't know 2 days ago to somebody
he still ain't won the job yet. It's still up in the air. So it still could be Penix.
Well, my thing is,
you're right. Tua is a piece is shitty, but they got a lot of weapons. Hey, is that guy still in jail? Their defender?
Nah, he got out.
He back. He might be suspended, but he back.
Yeah,
but they did lose another defender. They lost Walker.
Walton. Wasn't it Walton or Walker? Okay.
Yeah, he out for the season.
But to me, the Bucks doing.
No, he just got hurt.
Nah, he just got hurt.
ACL.
The Bucks doing Baker dirty.
They are.
They doing him dirty. I don't mind it though, because it's about time that the white quarterback has to play for his money. Like they got Lamar Jackson. They did that to Lamar Jackson. He a 2-time MVP. But my thing is, bro, after all Baker done for them, bro, he can't get a 3-year deal. He can't get a 3-4 year deal. Like where else are they going? That's what I'm trying to say. Like what quarterback you think you about to get?
I mean, but
It's
That's
smart,
been Baker's
though.
it's smart because
career, bro.
It's kind
I
of
mean,
smart. If they suck, if they like, they're gonna win. If they suck this year, then they go get a high draft pick. And
Then he had like he was gonna stand on business and did not.
I mean,
they feel like he got no legs to stand on. Man.
yeah, I think
know
the
that.
issue. I mean, it's because like last year he played hurt. Like but that shit ain't good for a quarterback.
They ain't do nothing for. They ain't do nothing for.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
congratulations, man.
And then on top of that, you got 2 years to franchise tag him. So it's like, why would we give you that money? We don't even know if you're durable enough to be here for 3 years. Like,
But it's cheaper to do the 3-year deal and just get out in 2.
We don't want you to be our quarterback the next 3 years. That's the problem. Like we believe in you for probably the next year.
But they don't have no success. They have no succession plan.
If they're bad, they can draft a succession plan.
Yeah, they're gonna draft.
They haven't been good at it for a while. They went from Winston. They looked up on Brady, and then they got him.
This year's gonna be quarterback heavy though, Nick. This draft, so you got a few different choices you can make, and they probably just banking on that.
We say that area. We gotta wait.
Jameis Winston, bro.
No, I'm just saying the quarterback that they had was Jameis Winston. Ken. So you take that with what you want to take it.
That's terrible.
Jameis my guy, man. They did James dirty.
It wasn't a terrible pick, but it's still like I ain't gonna shit on Jameis Winston. All right,
it didn't work.
All I'm gonna say is that they doing him dirty. They doing Baker dirty.
Hey, man,
but I got
you. I'm with Joe. I don't care that they doing him dirty. I feel like they doing the best thing for their franchise, which is, all right, go prove it this year. We hope you don't, so we can get rid of you and get somebody else in here who can be a franchise quarterback, because you're not. You're just a starting quarterback. And we tired of paying a starting quarterback, and we don't want to extend it. But if you can prove yourself to be better than that, then we might pay.
We're franchise. We know we're friend. They ain't gonna pay him to go franchise.
I will say that I do think the Texans are gonna win the division for the South, AFC South. But I'm trying to tell y'all, Lou, hey, I may be going up to Tennessee with you a couple of times to go see.
Go to the Dallas game if you want to go. Dallas versus Titans.
I'm already paying too much for this Cincinnati Houston game for week 2. I might have to catch you next season.
Go, that ain't gonna be that much at all.
hey, shut! I'm going early, so if you can't get hurt in 2 weeks, so I'm getting my money's worth. I will see you early. That's why you can't buy tickets for the Bengals after week 7, boy.
Yeah, Dallas
who's gonna be out there.
So that's why I'm going early. I'm gonna be in Houston though.
We ended up game back.
All right, man. Let's get into our cornerback and safeties in the league. As we have been doing for the last couple of weeks, and as we do every year, we have to do our annual rankings of the top players at each position heading into 2026 through 2027. This week, we are moving on to our rankings of the top cornerbacks and safeties in the league.
Have you ever thought about the difference between paying rent and owning a home? When you rent, your monthly payment helps cover the cost of living there, but it usually doesn't build anything for your future. Home ownership is different. Each payment you make on a home may help build equity, which is the value you own in the property over time. As that equity grows, it can become a financial asset that may support your long-term goals. Owning a home can also provide stability. You have a place that's yours where you can build memories, establish roots, and truly make the space your own. And the good news is that many people are surprised to learn there are programs designed to help first-time home buyers get started, including grants and assistance programs that may help with down payments or closing costs. Learning about your options is the first step toward making an informed decision about your future. Visit toolsforhomeownership.com.
So, who y'all want to start with first?
Let's do safeties.
Safeties first.
Get these bums out the way.
All right.
Nick don't even like doing safeties.
My honorable mention was Caleb. I wanted to put Caleb right here, but it was too early.
Brian Cook.
Oh,
Brian Cook.
Bro, you loyal.
What you mean, bro?
No one knows.
He got a Bengals defender on the top.
He is a champ. Here's the thing, Ken. There's a quick story. I was talking to Jalen about this because he was like, "Damn, one of the flaws that I had in y'all submitting y'all,
Yeah, I was
picks
about to say it. I'm
things.
glad you about to say it.
He was like, one of the flaws that I had was that no one, I didn't ask for their names. But he said, but the thing is, though, y'all all are so predictable about who y'all pick. I didn't need names. So for me, when
I included my name though.
But
I wanted to see because he's gonna fuck some of mine up.
Sheldon.
I did.
Nope.
But for me, the reason why I think I'm an exception is because I'm gonna use a FIFO line. I actually watched the games, and this is a Super Bowl champion safety. Sheldon, you know how I feel about safeties, and it ain't like I got him at number 1. I got him at 5. I'm just saying, watch out for him.
He probably led the league in tackles because everybody gonna get back there.
Hey, either way, he doing his job. Either way, he doing his job.
Just like when you said I put a cowboy on at number 5 last week when I did that.
No, but Quentin Williams was disgusting. I ain't.
Cook. Well, I don't even know this nigga first name.
At
least you know who Quentin Williams is. I've
I've
never heard of this dude. All I know is he's a cook in Cincinnati. This nigga might play on the Bear. He might work at McDonald's.
That's non-playable character.
Yeah, definitely a non-playable character.
All right, man.
Random dude walking around on Grand Theft.
Yeah, disrespectful as hell. Yeah, disrespectful. Hufunga? You don't think he fell off?
Yeah,
He good.
nah, I still think he got it. I still think Hufunga got it.
Got what?
I think that. I think their defense gonna be good again, man. They got a good corner.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't act like he makes up a huge part. He is not a huge part. I didn't say I didn't like him. I think he was good. I think his injuries are caught up to him too. That's why he slipped.
I like Eamon Warren, but he hurt right now.
Yeah, even we're supposed to be the next. Well, he's nice, but I don't know who he's supposed to be the next of in comparison. But he's next up. I think he's a dog.
He's a one of one, but he is a dog.
Yeah, I want to say Cam Chancellor, but he's not that physical. He's not a brute, but he's a tall safety for his position.
He better than Cook. I know that.
Me too. That's
whoever Cook is.
That's crazy. Ken just said that.
Still holding it down. Let's go.
Y'all gonna need to let go of this Derwin James. Y'all need to let Derwin James go, bro.
That's how I know you wasn't watching him last year.
I know
you was gonna say that. He had a hell of a year. He had a hell of a year last year.
And that's the thing I was just about to say, Luke. I did watch him last season. You know I'm a Harbaugh fan. I know he had a great year. But I know what happened a few years before that. So he had one great year. Let's see you do it again before I judge it. Because before then, where was he at on your list? Where was he at, Sheldon? Where was he at?
Last year? No, not last year. But he was.
That's what I'm asking. Last year,
he might have been number 1 last year.
Yeah, you're right. He might have been number 1. I know he was 1 2 years ago. I don't know what he was last year.
But McKinney needs more love. Jesse Bates at 3. He should be starting at 3. I don't know why y'all got him lower than 3. He should be starting at 3.
I thought you don't like Jesse Bates. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you do. That's one of the few safeties you do love.
Yeah,
he actually earns his money. I see the games. Yeah, he does his job.
Look for him to be traded.
He left Cincinnati thinking he was going to come up.
Hey, he gonna be traded. That's what you're talking about. He left Cincinnati, went to Atlanta. He was like, okay, it ain't the on the field things. It's
he enjoy his time.
Yeah.
Derwin James at 2 is crazy.
Man, he's about it. I can't believe FIFA got Branch at.
Branches, yeah, I ain't got Branch. That's too high. Crazy. That's too high for Branch. Yeah, this is just no brainer.
This ain't a sweep.
Mm-hmm. It's no brainer. He may be falling off too, though.
Yeah, he might. Yeah,
his production was definitely down last season. In the playoffs.
Yeah, I think he was injured. I think he was injured a little bit last season too. But yeah, I think there's a lot of question marks as far as a couple of these guys who we just know their names and how good they've been.
Yeah,
they getting older too.
He's the most versatile safety, and he's young. So if he can stay healthy this year, he'll have a good year. But Wiggins went down. One of the corners went down for them today, which will put more pressure on them. So they light on corners.
They just drafted Wiggins too. What, the last 2 years?
A couple years ago, yeah, out of Clemson. So he went down today though. So, but they said it's a soft tissue, I think. So he should be okay, but he might miss some time.
All right, so There we have it. That's number one. We move on to the corners. I'm still holding on.
Me too, Ken. Me too. But if I'm betting on anybody,
guys.
listen, Sheldon. The guys that you know I care about, I put at 5. everybody else, I'm objective. But I will say this. This the last year.
Disgusting pick right there.
This the last on. This is last year he on the list if he don't do nothing. But I got faith.
You say it every year.
Dude, it's
Hey,
y'all know them 8 beats that I talked about at the beginning of the show? This is one of them. This is one of the 8 beats. You know what I'm saying? They playing out.
I think McDuffie's gonna bounce back this year with that front line.
Yeah, that front line gonna be. He should be the best corner in the league next season.
Right,
he should be
on this year, niggas.
He should get
Revis Island,
6 pick sixes, pass deflections, all that.
And never gonna let y'all down.
Christian Gonzalez
at 4 is crazy. He's way better than that.
He probably
You can get enough picks.
Let you see them other 3 I got.
I saw him in the Super Bowl.
Who, Gonzalez?
Doing
Gonzalez is good.
Well, I was gonna say, what do he do?
Don't do that. Don't act like it was on him.
He called Super Bowl too.
It was not on him.
No, I like Gonzalez. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Who's my 3?
Evan Witherspoon.
Yeah, I messed it up. That's on me, Sheldon.
Oh,
I forgot who my 3
Oh,
was.
Hey, I was gonna say it's a white cornerback at 3. What the fuck, Sheldon? Nigga, this was gonna go all the way left because I had so many questions.
Yeah, he was like, that ain't Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, that ain't cool. I don't know who I put at 3 though. I can't remember, to be honest.
You had Jason. You know. Hold on. Let me check. You double check. Man,
I like with
nigga Quinyon. Yeah,
Quinyon.
That's probably why. That's probably why.
That's why you took him out.
That's what it was.
Exactly.
I shouldn't
I
have
thought
said
I
that.
had Quinyon at 2. Man,
Spike,
Quinyon
that's
gonna
exactly
be
what
the
happened.
number
I
one.
looked at
He's
that
gonna
shit,
be
I
the
was
number
like,
2
man,
corner
I'll come
this
back
year.
to this
No,
shit.
he's not.
I shouldn't have
No, he's not. I don't know why you can. You have him better. You think he's gonna have a better year than Stingley or Surtain?
Absolutely. Oh well, better than Stingley
Or Surtain?
Better than Stingley.
Because one of them is 1 and 2. One of them is 1.
Yeah.
So you're saying like he's gonna have a better year than one.
Surtain didn't have a 1 interception too this past year.
Hey,
But yeah, I think he'll be better.
Who
This
Mitchell checking in Dallas, Shelton? Is he checking
It don't even matter.
Lamb or is he checking?
It don't matter because you got Ty Willen on the other side. So it don't even matter.
We know how he acted if you push him around a couple times. He did to cost you a playoff game. Yeah, I got faith in Gonzalez. He got paid too. So yeah,
Him and AJ out there going at it. I like him too.
And Gonzalez gonna have a lot of time to prove that he number 2 because the schedule ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah.
So we gonna see. I may be eating my words right now, but I think Gonzalez gonna prove he number 2.
One should be unanimous too.
Sweep.
Yeah.
I will say this, Ken. If I really was a Bengals fan, I would have put DJ Turner on this list because I got him as a breakout candidate. Corner out of Michigan.
I know
playing for the Bengals. Hey, they saying he nice. He
good on Madden, Shelton.
I can't say I can't talk football with y'all. Y'all just like making jokes. That's what y'all just do. Y'all just like to joke around too much.
I told y'all, man. All y'all picks are so damn predictable. Once I started seeing names, I was like, I know who this nigga is. Who made these picks? I ain't even need y'all to put it on the form who it belonged to.
Right.
Especially when I went to the divisions and the Super Bowl in the conference champions. I was like, these niggas.
Who was the most predictable? Whose was the most predictable?
That's easy.
Off the top of your head, who's the most predictable?
Once he see the
tie between 2 niggas. It's a tie between 2.
Tell us.
and one of them lose.
I know it wasn't me. I know it wasn't me.
He said me and you, Nick.
Yeah, exactly. Them
Okay.
two niggas,
That's why I wanted him to say it,
Every time I
because I knew
look at
both the people was on here. That's why I wanted him to say it. I know.
Every time I look at the category, I'm like, I know exactly who this is.
I knew
exactly who this is.
It's only because nobody picked the Bengals but me.
But Doc, you got to admit though, Miami right though. At least they,
Well,
I don't put him in number one.
Study the sports book. That's
Yeah,
why
Vegas be right. That's what it
you
be.
just go with the odds. It's hard to lose when you go with the odds.
You know what? When we list your division champs, I'm putting the odds right next to them too, just so we have a record.
Do that.
Please do. Please do.
Yes, do that.
Please
For real.
do.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well, that has been the show, but I'm going to read these super chats before we get out of here. So, Elijah, do y'all have a favorite MLB, NHL, and soccer team?
Elijah,
So I don't have a soccer team yet. So I'm just now trying to find one.
Elijah, I'm a Braves fan. I'm a huge Braves fan. I either watch every Braves game or I watch the playback every single day. So I'm a huge Braves fan. Yes, we won tonight 4-0 with 3 hits on the Mets. Crazy.
Go ahead, Lou.
I'm a Braves fan. I check the score daily. Sheldon Rich. I don't know how he paid to watch Braves games because I can't find the motherfuckers nowhere.
Timbo TV.
On
Yeah,
what?
you can get the package too.
Yeah.
It's $30 a month. I don't like baseball that much. I like it, so I follow the score, but I ain't paying $30 a month.
I put you on mine, 10,000 channel, $14.95 a month for one TV.
What is it? Fire Stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, to me, MLB, of course, Cincinnati Reds. I don't, like Lou said, I'm not paying for MLB, so when I catch it on the national broadcast, like they playing the Brewers or some random ass team, I'll watch it. But and then I'm going with the home team. We're all very local teams in Cincinnati. It's not that we don't have an NHL, but we got a minor league, Cincinnati Cyclones, and soccer will be FC Cincinnati. But I don't got none of them teams.
Predators fan for NHL, so Braves and Predators.
Carolina Hurricanes. Champions. No,
I don't have a soccer team.
Not like
I don't
have
a soccer team, but I mean not soccer, but a NHL team. But I grew up a Mets. I fuck with the Mets, so I really don't have an MLB team. But if I had to pick one, it was the Mets.
Hey, I'm in Mets territory. I'm in Met territory, Ken, bro. They huge Mets fans.
Darryl Strawberry, Gooden,
Pedro Martinez.
I couldn't stand them.
I was going to say, why you?
Oh man, Pedro Martinez.
I was going to.
I'm a Braves fan in name only, so and basically a Carolina Hurricanes fan in name only too. So.
Let's see. What's y'all's favorite year or era for your favorite team?
Oh, it's easy for me.
Me too.
It ain't even a question. 1993 through 1996.
Hey, that's a long time ago.
It don't matter. 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Who else done it?
Need a time machine to go back there, bro.
You got a cell phone.
I don't even think an ATM was available back then.
Oh shit! That's my favorite time period. I thought it never wasn't gonna end.
Favorite era of my team would be the TJ Houshmandzadeh, Chris Henry, Chad Ochocinco era of the Bengals. Carson Palmer, yeah, that era. Rudy Johnson, all those players. Favorite year?
Had no defense even back then.
They did not. Favorite year is of course the Super Bowl run the Bengals had 2020 or was that 2021? Sorry. Yeah, I think it was either between one of them years, the Super Bowl run. That was my favorite year. I never thought I would see Cincinnati on national TV like that at the Super Bowl in my lifetime.
Dang, go ahead.
And Marty, I want to say that era when the Saints won from 2009 to 2011. But honestly, bro, I love 2017 to 2020. We ain't win a championship, but we should have won. Like,
some of y'all got robbed in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's when we got robbed. Minnesota Miracle happened. Like it was always
Oh,
just
that
something.
that
Dog.
Ram that Rams
Yeah,
PI,
the
bro.
Rams.
Yeah,
That's a cardinal
That was
sin in sports.
nasty.
That's a cardinal,
Yeah.
and the ref was
but
right there too.
that team, bro, that team just has like that team was just stacked, bro. Like we should have won. We should have won
Y'all would have
chips
beat the
that year.
Pats too. Y'all would have beat the Pats.
Yeah, we would have beat them for real. So it's just it's all. Hey, I get you. It's a lot of heartbreak in that era, but having AK and Mark Ingram, even Mike T was a dog then. Like it was different, bro. It was different. It was different times.
Bro, if Michael Thomas stayed healthy.
He used to be unbelievable what Michael Thomas was doing.
Michael Thomas was the first.
crazy.
He was the first of his like.
It's
of this
crazy how he fell off.
Yeah, he was the first of this new era of wide receivers that people don't talk about. Like it was him. Like he was like, who the fuck is Michael Thomas? Then you realize where he come from and his family. Like, bro.
Yeah, his fall off was incredible. That was crazy because
his injuries, man. He just got injuries just kept happening.
But y'all had some good receivers. That dude from Colson. I like Colson from Tennessee. Y'all had some good wide receivers come through there.
Yeah.
Mine was 93 when the Tar Heels beat Michigan. I had to look up to see the year because I remember what year it was when Chris Webber called the timeout.
Who was on that team? Was it Stackhouse? And was that Stackhouse?
That was George Lynch, Eric Montross. Those guys were just journeyman type players on that team that year. But I love that year. I just beating Michigan was big for me because my brother was the biggest Michigan fan of all time. So I beat my brother that year, even though he came back and beat me a couple years later when he his Kansas team. But
Montross was a star on that team. George Lynch, I remember. Who else was on that team when nobody else good?
Derek Phelps was the point guard. Okay. Derek Phelps. They had some good players. It was Dean Smith.
It was Dean Smith. Yeah.
It was Dean Smith. That one, and then of course,
and Chris Webber was one of the biggest choke artists of all time.
Yes, he was. He was mad about that too because he was saying it was somebody else's fault.
Well, I'm talking about through his whole career. He one of the least clutch players ever created.
Yeah,
that nigga terrible.
And then, of course, my other favorite years when Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl. That was
all right. Let's move on. Ken, what's yours?
Was that?
Yeah, of course, the Rockets. Hakeem Olajuwon. But you were too young to even, or I don't even know if you were here.
Bro, we acting like we was outside, bro. What are you talking about?
That was still after Dallas Knicks. I mean, Kansas.
Wasn't after Dallas, nigga. That was 93. Get out of here.
93, 94 when they beat the Knicks.
Yeah. That was the year before Dallas, actually.
You was?
Same year. The same year.
Yeah, but yeah, Olajuwon.
Because you're talking about the first one was the Knicks, right?
If Pat Ewing
doesn't
doesn't get hurt, Ken, we talking about we possibly talking about a different conversation, bro.
No, we're not.
That's why I said possibly.
What?
I did want to tell y'all this though, man. I wanted to share with y'all, like, I kind of, after seeing the Knicks win it this year, bro.
He want to see the Cowboys win.
I don't want to see it, but anything possible now. So the Cowboys might get to the Super Bowl, at least the NFC Championship.
First of all, the Knicks
win anything's possible, bro.
The Knicks been bubbling. The Knicks was bubbling before they won a title.
Nick, I'm sorry, man, and I ain't even mad that they won, but I'm like, man, this is the corniest NBA champion of all time. These dudes is corny, man. I'm sorry.
That's why you don't worry about the players. You worry about the city. The city is the one that you.
Yeah, I love Mike. I'm proud that Mike Brown won the championship, but them dudes, man, I'm like, I can't.
We got to run it back. That's why I'm proving that we still here. We got to run it back.
Yeah.
Elijah, who's your favorite professional boxer, and are you interested in the Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson exhibition this year?
My favorite,
that nigga broke. I told y'all about a year ago.
Yeah. Broke. My favorite professional boxer is Roy Jones, has always been, always will be. Roy Jones was my all-time favorite. I hated the way his career ended, watching him lose those fights. When he lost to the first loss he had was to Tarver. When he knocked him out, man, I was about to cry. I was about to cry in a fight party. So that's my favorite fighter of all time. And no, I'm not interested in Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson whatsoever. Mike Tyson was second in that running for my favorite too, but I don't want to see this at all.
I'm gonna go with Riddick Bowe. I used to love watching him Holyfield fight. I think he fought Tyson one time. I ain't really too sure.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Okay, I like big boxing matches as far as when it's a really big event. So any one of them, I ain't just a big one particular fighter fan, but I do think like a big boxing match, it ain't really nothing comparable to that in sports that everybody watches. It ain't a comparable thing to that in sports.
My bad. Yeah.
For me, my favorite would probably be Tyson era. Because I remember watching those fights I was watching with my pops and his homies. Bro, when he bit that nigga ear off, bro.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I watched that the other day.
That's literally one of my earliest childhood memories. Like,
fun fact, my uncle was head of security at the hotel that night.
I was gonna say if he did a bad job. He was there that night.
He was hit. You can see him. They got the video. They played the video one time. He hitting him, the dude on the parachute with a cell phone, or a walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah. That was crazy,
bro. Yeah. So, but like from a technical standpoint, you gotta respect Floyd. Like as a technical boxer, I respect Floyd. But my favorite is Tyson.
Floyd is a true tactician. He's a smart man.
He talking about his biggest fights.
Yeah.
When I was mine is kind of like left field. So around the time, so I'm going Andre Ward.
I like it. Ward.
Ward's good.
Yeah, that was around the time I was actually like into boxing. I was like actually like boxing too, and so it's like I really fuck with him because he's really like fundamental. I really fuck with him.
It don't appeal to you anymore. It don't appeal to you anymore since you practice.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, listen. It was cool training, and sparring was all right. But it ain't fun, nigga. That shit is not.
I thought about doing it. I want to lose some weight. I'm thinking about doing it.
Don't do that. Hey, go back and watch him fight Kovalev if you hadn't seen it. That was a awesome fight. Oh yeah, that was an awesome fight. I like going back and watching some of the older fights just for the heck of it. And that's a really, really good one.
Elijah, Nick is New York, and just to answer the question, Tyson, because I'm not a big boxing guy, but Tyson would have been the guy I was caught up, in that era watching all of that. Elijah, Nick is New York. Where did it go? Is New York going back to back?
Many people believe buying a home requires a large down payment and years of saving, but that's not always the case. Across the country, there are programs designed to help first-time home buyers take the next step toward home ownership. Some of these programs offer down payment assistance or grant funding that may help cover part of the upfront cost of purchasing a home. Grants are especially helpful because they generally do not have to be repaid. There are also organizations that provide homebuyer education, financial counseling, and guidance to help individuals understand the home buying process before they begin. The goal is simple: to help more families become informed and prepared for home ownership. If owning a home is something you've been thinking about, start by visiting toolsforhomeownership.com. This message is brought to you by the National Foundation for Credit Counseling's Paving the Way Forward initiative.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah as a fan. If you're talking about objectively, I think they definitely are getting back to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's the only thing I can guarantee. Outside of that, I can't go back. I can't go past that as an objective fan or as an objective watcher of the NBA. But as a fan, yes, they definitely going back to back.
What's the
I
dude?
respect that, Nick. I respect it.
What's the dude's name that just left Sacramento? That played with the Kings.
Marketing?
Huh? No, he came from Chicago.
From the Bulls.
Was it marketing? Yeah.
DeRozan.
DeRozan might be signing with Philly.
Okay.
How?
How? Sheldon, there's only one basketball, right?
And he said he's willing to come off the bench. He want to win the championship. So
that's fine. I don't care.
Nick's gonna have a hard time getting back.
I don't care. I like my squad, bro. I like my squad. That's a whole new team. That's a whole new team you're talking about putting together versus a team that won a title. They got to get their chemistry right first.
This is the worst question in dead in sports history.
Past versus present. Jalen Hurts or Cam Newton?
This probably is the worst question. It's top five.
You might get suspended for a week. Hurry
up. Hey, hurry up about, man. These are.
And Sean can't answer it.
It's real tough.
He trying to ride like he was building the fence as we was talking about the question. He was building the fence to figure out how I'm gonna sit on this motherfucker.
I know, because I love both of them. I love Cam in today, but I got to give it to Jalen. Jalen got a Super Bowl. Cam don't.
That's crazy. All right, let's wrap this up, Ken. I don't have
Super Bowl MVP.
I don't have nothing to say after that. Let's wrap this up,
Cam Newton wouldn't dive on the football. That's it.
Okay.
Cam got an NFL MVP, and he carried that team.
He didn't get on the ball.
And he also
carried
on the ball.
And
this is from a Saints fan. He carried that fucking team.
We needed him to pick up that football.
It's a we, huh?
Hey, Jalen,
we in for sure.
Jalen, I even go back to college. Go back to college with Cam. He carried that Auburn. That Auburn team was trash.
Whole year.
Yeah.
That may be the best college football season.
It was
right there with Tim Tebow.
Best college football season.
Tebow's was right there. The one when Tebow had the speech and all
he
this
was
shit.
better than Tebow.
They had Florida, bro. Them Gators was low.
They was stacked. I'm just saying it was a great season. I saw the nigga go out there and do shit that I didn't believe that he could do because he can't throw the ball, and he did it every time. It was a great football season by Tim Tebow. That's all I'm saying.
Even Cam, when Cam first 2 games of his NFL career, bro. Jalen Hurts ain't got games like that, bro. He don't have.
Sheldon, I don't even see. This is how I know you're not an Eagles fan because you're just trolling. You're just trolling. Sheldon. There's no way. If you was a real Eagles fan, Sheldon, if you was a real Eagles fan, you would answer this truthfully, because you know for a fact that Cam Newton is totally, but he's on a totally different tier.
No,
like Jalen Hurts can't hold his jockstrap.
No, I remember. Well, like I said, my most vivid memory of Cam is losing my mind because he didn't go after that fumble at all. I
don't care about that. I'm talking about.
I care about it.
Jalen Hurts
was championship
and Cam Newton playing quarterback in the NFL. You right now today telling me that Jalen Hurts to you is a better quarterback?
No, it said past versus present. Which one you take? I like Jalen. Jalen's career. Which one would you take? Whose career would you take? Jalen Hurts or Cam Newton?
I'm taking the better quarterback. That's every time I'm going to do that. I ain't worried about Jalen Hurts accolades.
So Sheldon, based on your logic, you'll take Russell. You'll take Jalen over Russell Wilson too.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, you take Jalen over Russell Wilson.
They about on the same level to me.
Who on the same level?
Russell Wilson and Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Let's move on, bro. Can we just?
Yes.
Hey, Herb and Boss said, Spike, I just want to see how far Shelton would go for Jay.
We knew him. That was a good one. I respect that.
That was a great one.
That's my type. Hey, that was my type of trolls right there.
That was a great one.
I respect that because he fell right into the mosh pit.
I sure did, because I love Cam, man. That was tough on the call.
I do regret that him not diving on the ball. That was one of the wildest moments. Herb and Bob, Nick, would you trade that Knicks ring for a Bengals ring?
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Nick?
Hey, I couldn't do it.
So Nick, which is your favorite sport? The basketball or the football?
Football's my favorite sport, but I'm just saying, like, watching the Knicks win a title, like I wouldn't sacrifice that for a Bengals championship.
You didn't see the Bengals win a title?
No, but I know they will.
When's the last time they won?
I can't stand y'all.
Nigga, what? What are you talking about? You're talking about like the Bengals got Super Bowls.
I'm saying the Bengals gonna win their own. I don't have to trade one for the other. That's what I'm saying.
No, they not, bro.
All right. When we when we come back this time next year, bro.
Yeah.
This question right here, this is the closest you gonna come to the Bengals getting the ring. You should have gave it to him. You should have gave it to him.
See, this is what I talked about, Ken. Y'all just like making jokes. Y'all don't like talking sports. Y'all just like making jokes. This is why I don't take us seriously. Y'all just like doing jokes.
Oh shit! Nigga almost had a ring, nigga. You fucked it up.
That's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. That's dumb disrespectful, bro.
Oh man, Herb, who are some all-time greats that you don't think will be as good in today's game, NFL or NBA? A lot of people think Shaq will get exposed on defense today due to spacing.
Shaq would be a dominant. He would be Shaq.
Yeah. I don't know why. I'll leave Shaq out of it.
People always look at people. I think the people who are saying this stuff now think about Shaq from the Lakers forward. They don't know nothing about Orlando Shaq. Like to say, Orlando Shaq alone.
1992 Shaq would dominate the NBA.
Y'all didn't read his question. I mean, he said he would get exposed on defense.
1992.
That's what I'm saying. Orlando Shaq was good.
Shaq could play defense. He was nimble. He could move.
He was running like a deer.
Yeah. Look at Shaq at LSU. He was like nimble.
But that's not
he could have. He wouldn't have got fat though. I think if
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he would.
Your point, Jay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. If the game was being played the way that it is today,
he would have
stayed in that type of shape that he was in.
That's
he utilized his body once he got to LA because people couldn't guard him because he was so big.
He had to put that nigga just got fat. Kobe will tell you he just got fat. Like that's the reason they were beefing. He ain't utilize it. He just got fat.
But I'm saying
he got fat and utilized the fat, Jalen.
No,
he was unstoppable.
But that's my point to it is that he got fat just because. It's not like y'all make it sound like he bulked up. Kobe was constantly mad at this nigga because he wouldn't take it serious.
I'm saying this, Jalen. I'm saying this as far as like he would have been peer pressured to stay in shape nowadays than he would back then. Because back then he was producing. Kobe was the only one bitching. But nowadays you would have a lot. We live in a workout culture now, especially for athletes. Like they want you in the tip top shape, peak form. You don't really see a lot of fat.
Yeah. I hear all that shit.
He would have stayed.
They ain't doing shit for Zion Williamson. You think Shaq a goon now? That nigga would have been worse then. So yeah.
First of all,
Zion Williamson, man, Shaq would have been worse then.
Comparing. At least Shaq had a peak even when he was fat. Zion's peak is in some stripper's belly. What are you talking about?
Lil mine would be Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith would be trash today.
So you get out the fuck out of here. Emmitt Smith would
probably not right. Wrong, Shelton. Though.
There's no
the linebackers would be tearing him up.
Both of y'all just being haters. There's no basis.
Nah, I'm not.
Okay.
He wasn't fast.
He wasn't fast.
He wasn't fast. He wasn't that athletic. He just had good blocking.
Yeah, and these linebackers now be moving. These linebackers now run 4.5. So
if someone were close to him in the total of yards that he rushed for the total time in the NFL history of 16,000, then y'all would have a case. But nobody.
Hey, tell him again, Marty. Troy Aikman too, nigga. Old trash ass quarterback.
That's the one.
Hey, you know the answer to my question? You know the answer to this question for me? The answer to this question for me is Drew Brees. He ain't
crazy.
Little bitty ass nigga can't even move. He can barely see over the line. Can't run, can't see over the line. Yeah, he would have been terrible in this era.
Get out of here, nigga. He'll run this.
Drew Brees would have been garbage in this era. They wouldn't even work.
Hey, look what he said. Look. Troy would be Jalen Hurts.
Ain't no way in the fucking world Trey can be Draylen. It just ain't even possible.
Oh yeah, I got another one. T-Mac.
Okay, man. You crazy. T-Mac would go insane.
T-Mac would go insane.
He should eat more now.
So T-Mac will be T-Mac will be Michael Porter Jr.
Dikembe Mutombo might not be. You think Reggie Miller?
Even though Reggie Miller was good at shooting, I don't think he'd be good in today's game.
I think Mutombo would be good. He'd be fine.
Yeah. Any power forward from the 90s? No. Well, a very few of them could play now, but like those 90s power
Karl Malone?
I'm about to say, I don't think Carl will.
Larry Johnson?
I don't think Carl could play today.
Carl would not work.
Larry Johnson probably could play today, yes.
Carl could play today because Carl got a mid-range jump shot. Karl Malone on offense will be killing.
No.
And on defense is where he may struggle a little bit. But
I mean, Carl leaned on
Stockton.
Yeah, and Stockton wouldn't be able to exist in today's game neither. So yeah,
it is true.
Unfortunately, the PG is dead, bro. The point guard is dead. Like the traditional point guard is dead. Unfortunately,
I ain't gonna say
that.
I
was wondering if Gary Payton.
Now he's right. Jalen right. Ain't no more John Stockton's coming through no pipelines.
CP was the last one, bro. He was the last one. Even he was a dying breed. Like he wasn't even like seen as that at the end of his career, and he was transforming teams, and niggas still wouldn't. Steph ruined it, bro. Steph ruined
what Chris
it for
Paul? That shit Chris Paul did with David West in New Orleans need to be studied. That was like some of the best point guard play you've ever seen in your life.
Everybody loved Chris. Everybody loved Chris Paul then until they got to know him.
Right.
Kid from LA, one for Ken. The answer is yes. Do the Rockets still go back to back if Jordan didn't retire? Absolutely.
Let's not do that, Cam. Let's not do that, Cam.
Let's not do that, Cam.
Yes.
I don't know why you always trying to just say stuff under the rug and then
these are facts. These are facts. Jordan didn't want to see
Jordan got suspended.
You think he retired because he didn't want to see?
He didn't want to leave the casino.
No, I'm just saying if he was there, they would have lost. They would have lost. But hell, they wouldn't have been able to get past Orlando.
Well, Orlando knocked them out, didn't they?
I know.
He said they.
What are you gonna do with
the Rockets? Didn't go to the finals that year. Did the Rockets go to the finals that year when Orlando knocked them out?
Yeah.
They swept. That's no. Yeah.
Yep.
Jordan gets swept at least. It's going 7. It's going 7.
People forget Jordan didn't make the playoffs that year too. People think he won 6 straight titles.
The legend of Jordan is going to be.
Bro, that's a lot of holes in Jordan's legend, bro. Niggas just
hold on. What y'all say?
Jordan, bro.
People act like he just won 6 straight titles.
Oh, y'all talking about the year that he came back?
Yeah, he had a playoff loss.
There's holes in Jordan's his history, but if you was there, if you was there, then you know. That's all I got.
That's the one thing niggas lean on. I won't debate it because I wasn't. And niggas be like, if you was there, all right, cool. Then if that's what you want, that's your hat, cool, all right.
It's
like one of those Will Chamberlain arguments for people past my generation. Like, well, you had to see him. All right, that's what
but Jordan was an era, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like everybody who was there, like
you had to see what Jordan that is a real thing. Like when you were watching him in the 90s, it was different. Like we never thought.
I guess
we never thought that.
What does it for me with Jordan is the fact that you hear his competitors tell these Jordan stories, and they talk about him otherworldly. They don't do that for nobody else. Nobody else gets that kind of treatment. That's what makes it.
But that's not true. That's not true because niggas talk about Kareem that way. They just don't do it this generation because niggas don't give a fuck about none of that. Everybody want their brand to be bigger than the next nigga's brand.
No, you hear everybody talk about Jordan that way, from Larry Bird on down. Everybody got Jordan stories. They don't have it like that for nobody else.
But no, niggas before Larry, they consider Kareem to be the best. Oscar them, they be like, Kareem is different. He is the one. They talk about Kareem that way. You just talk about your peers different because it also elevates your career too because you played against this nigga. So,
but the thing with me, Jay, is like they be talking about Jordan like he was Jesus and they the 12 disciples. They be like, bro,
that man Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bird said Jesus was on the court,
and it's a dark skinned black man in the 90s.
Hold up, but you've heard niggas say crazy things about Victor, about Wembanyama. Like it happened about Wemby, bro. Like yes, you do, bro. You hear niggas talk about, but he's a unicorn.
He right.
He's different.
It's alien. I ain't never seen this before.
Yeah, I ain't seen no shit like this before.
Ain't called Jesus.
Hey, Jay, I seen losing before. That's what he did.
We had
Jordan did all that against Bird and lost.
We had Nick Anderson on this show say they were arguing over who was gonna have to guard this man. I ain't never heard nobody talk like that. You never heard nobody else talk about it like that.
Niggas talk about Kobe the same way. Like it is what it is.
It's not the same.
Age. Okay,
it's a little different for Jordan, Jalen.
All right. Yeah, last one.
That's all it is.
Y'all doing a fantasy league? I need in. I'm in. Somebody actually drafted.
It's $100 buy-in, right, Sean? $100 buy-in.
I gotta get out of that.
I gotta send you my cash.
I don't know yet. I gotta see.
We got.
I'm down. We skipped the last few years, but
we need to do one.
I'm down to do one if we put it like Lou said. We gotta put money in it though. Niggas be dropping off after we
quiet.
It did it?
Nah, because niggas be dropping out after 5.
We ain't talking about no Wagyu rib money.
Hey, yeah. Let's say 50. I'll just say $50 buy-in.
Let's do 25. How many people we getting in there? let's let more people in.
College, Nick. We ain't got no $50.
I know what y'all spend on y'all monthly routine. Y'all got $50. $50 in 2026 is $20 in 1999.
Not for me, it ain't. I'm cheap. But we'll figure it out. Hey, Rayshawn, we'll if we do one,
He said he got
I'll
$100.
drop
Rayshawn
a
said he got
post in
$100.
the
He gonna pay
I'll
mine.
drop a members post in there.
Anybody can say they got $100.
I ain't got $100 for a fantasy league.
I got $100.
I ain't got $10. That's why y'all niggas ain't talking to me. You ain't getting shit from me in fantasy.
Bro, you still protesting with Cap, bro. Y'all don't even know if you really watch football, bro. Where you talk.
Anyway, all right, man. Well, yeah, that's it, man. Get off of here. We appreciate everybody coming through. And what's up next week, Nick?
I think we got wide receivers and running backs coming up. So we getting down to the blue chip. We getting down to the positions y'all really care about.
Yeah, that should be interesting. So all right, well, we'll catch you guys next week. We out. Peace.
Peace.